It sounds like church in here.
All right.
Don't do it. It used to do it a while ago. Matt, how you doing? How's the business?
Good. I got Liam at the helm and, you know,
I see this stuff on
it's
Facebook.
still there, so, yeah.
And I put a like on it all the time, like.
Thank you.
I haven't been in the new store yet. So
Oh, well, you should come by anytime. Liam will take good care of you.
I'll just stop in. Yeah.
Oh, it's good. It's a good habit.
It's
couldn't
really
do
a
it.
good to do.
Yeah, it is.
I don't have to do it with my bank account anymore. Three different things you gotta do. Things do before that. Verify verification, which is good. Oh, it's up to Harbor Freight.
Good evening, everyone. It is 7 p.m. and I'd like to call the Orion Board of Trustees October 6th meeting to order. Trustee Lovett, please call the roll.
Barnett, absent with notice. Dalrymple, absent with notice. Pfeiffer,
Here.
Flood,
Present.
Hilgendorf, sorry. Carson.
Here.
Lovett here.
All right, so we're 5-0, we've got a quorum. All right, we start all of our meetings with the invocation and pledge, so I'd ask everybody to rise. And our invocation will be led by Trustee Lovett this evening.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for your steady presence in our community and in our lives, for safety, for the freedom to serve, and for the blessings that often go unnoticed. Help us to keep our focus on what is right and good. Guide our words and decisions tonight so they reflect wisdom, gratitude, and care for every member of our township. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And I'd like to ask our great fire department who's here in Mass tonight to lead off the pledge, please.
Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Mr. Treasurer, may I be recognized?
Yes, Trustee Flood?
I want to make a motion on the floor in the absence of Supervisor Barnett and Clerk Dalrymple that we appoint Treasurer Pfeiffer and Trustee Lovett, you the chairman, and Trustee Lovett the secretary for tonight.
Support. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we've got a plan. First, we're going to start off with a presentation, one of our fun events of the night. We've got a great group of our firefighter team here and family, so thank you for coming out tonight. And at this time, I'd like to present Chief Allen, and you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, sir. Tonight we'll be swearing in two of our new firefighters. I'm one of those history buffs, so being sworn in is actually something that's done under the United States Constitution. Started in 1908, was codified into law in 1951, and is a tradition that we've, I'll say, upheld since as long as I know. I've been doing it in the fire department. There is one line that we say in the swearing in that says, according to the best of my abilities. And when we do it, one of the things that I like to emphasize is that we're really talking about the values of the departments, responding to the emergencies, meeting the needs of others, following orders, and acting with integrity and honor. So with that, I'd like to call up Ryder and Aiden, and then bring up their families as well. Come on up. And we're going to put you right here in front of me. And families, you can either get behind me to take pictures, or Deanna's going to take pictures from us, or you can stand by their side. Got everybody up here? All right, so raise your right hands. And I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of this state, and that I will faithfully perform my duties as firefighter in and for the Township of Orion, County of Oakland, State of Michigan, according to the best of my abilities. So help me God. Congratulations.
I'd like to invite the whole fire team and all the families to come on up front for a photo.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Good to have you. Welcome aboard. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You have to get all the guys up here.
Come on, don't be shy.
You gotta get the wide angle lens out.
All right. Thank you, guys. All right. At this time, I would entertain a motion to approve the bills.
I'll make a motion to approve the board bills and payroll as presented.
Support.
Moved by Carson, supported by Hilgendorf.
Can I ask that the motion maker would amend his motion to include the amount of money?
You can.
Or I can say it for you.
Yep, it's a total of
Just put it to the screen.
$2,778,893.16.
You still have support?
Thank you.
Trustee Lovett, would you please call the roll?
Pfeiffer,
Yes.
Flood,
Yes.
Hilgendorf,
Yes.
Carson,
Yes.
Lovett, yes.
Okay, that passes 5-0, and I was remiss and didn't offer comment. Any board member comments? I apologize.
On the board bills?
On the board bills? Any comments? Any comments from the public? Okay, motion passed, 5-0. And at this time of the meeting, we open up for public comment for anything that is not on tonight's agenda. If anybody would like to come forward, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. And you have 3 minutes for any comment not related to tonight's agenda. Hello, sir.
My name is Rick Kelso, 1099 Leidig, and I don't think you're talking about this. I looked at the agenda. I was here I wanted to thank the board, the attorney. Chris isn't here, but for your efforts in I think purchasing Pine Tree Center. I think it's pretty well finalized, at least pursuing it. If something happens, at least appreciate the attempt. Like trying to minimize some of the development. I mean, I know you can't keep it all up, but at least this was one where there was an effort, and probably should thank the school board too for maybe their effort and maybe making it happen, but whoever was involved, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kelso.
And the Parks and Rec. Be responsible.
Thank you.
Aaron's not used to having compliments, are you, Aaron?
On that beard, he's been getting compliments all day. Do we have any other comments today? Any public comment prior to agenda? Mr. Kelso, that process is still moving forward. We had hoped to have more information by tonight's meeting, but that is still in the works, and things are progressing as we expect. So hold tight, and we'll have updates at future meetings before too long, okay? Okay, thank you for that. That closes public comment, and at this point, I would entertain a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to take on the consent agenda, L, Recreation Center, and move that down to pending B.
I believe that's K, Mr. Flood, right?
No, it's L on mine.
Oh, did you guys get they updated the agenda at the I apologize. Okay, so L,
Was something removed?
so L is now B.
B pending, yep, that's all I have.
Any other changes to tonight's agenda
I would move then to approve the agenda as amended.
as amended? Do we have support?
Support.
Okay, moved by Flood, the revised agenda, and supported by Carson. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, good. The new agenda passes, and we have a plan for the evening. First, we will jump now to the consent agenda. And tonight's consent agenda is one vote will, one vote will pass all except for the one that was removed. We have minutes from public hearing for the LO Canals, minutes for the ordinance violations from September 15th, planning and zoning tuition reimbursement, fire department tuition reimbursement, fire department gear purchase, schedule a budget workshop for October 20th, OCSO purchase, drone as first responder, solicitation request from Keller Williams, Camp Agawam Fire Bowl retaining wall work, and that is it for the consent agenda. Do have a motion?
Can we have comment first?
We sure can.
Lieutenant, you want to talk a little bit about that technology purchase and the benefits that it'll bring?
Sure. Just real brief. The sheriff, Michael Bouchard, is and has been for years on the cutting edge of keeping up with technology and how policing has changed. And you think about in 2025 where we're at with technology and AI coming forward and where we've been in the last 10 to 15, 20 years. Drones are now, as it states in the program, a first responder. So when we have these emergency runs, as the chief can speak to and has spoken to in the past, such as we had a near drowning over the weekend, when we can launch a drone from this building, from our drone unit in Pontiac, and have it overhead within a minute or less, it's going to save lives. So when we talk about our walkaways, our dementia patients, we're aging, right? I'm aging, we're all getting up there, and we're starting to see more and more of this. And drones as a first responder is and will be the future as we talk about law enforcement and how we respond to these incidents and how we can get eyes on within minutes where it would take someone, an average response time in the state of Michigan is around 6 minutes in a patrol vehicle. So if we can get a drone overhead and get eyes on what we've been responding to or been asked to respond to in a 911 response, it's going to save lives. And that's where the future is headed. And when you look at the cost of, a drone as, in connection to the cost of a body to put out on the road, you're talking, $26,000 for the drone, and not trying to replace a human. However, if we can get that drone in that area and get the eyes on And then we can send the vehicles there, and we know exactly what we're responding to. It will do that in the future. So that's what we're looking to do. And some other considerations that we had was public trust, number one. You know, there's an element of, you know, when you're flying overhead someone's home, they have some concerns, and justifiably, right? So we made sure that these operators have to be licensed with the federal government. They have to have their FAA flight license. Every single drone flight is logged and is open to the public, and any video that's shot is able to be FOIA'd. So that was a big concern for us, so we made sure we did all that. The sheriff has been spearheading this program for years now, and now you're starting to see it all over the country. And we're bringing it here to Orion Township because we believe it'll save lives.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant. And one further comment on the drone as first responder. Sheriff Bouchard was able to actually secure some drones pre-tariff pricing, and so we got notice that these drones were expected to double in price outside of the ones that were already accounted for that he had held. So we want to thank Sheriff Bouchard for also helping to keep an eye on our bottom line. But I fully support this, and I believe that one use of this could more than pay for the value. So it's a really great asset for the township and for surrounding communities if necessary. The drone obviously can go further than just our territory.
That's correct. This drone will be specific for Orion Township. However, under the umbrella of mutual aid, if there's an emergency in a surrounding agency, we will utilize it for that purpose.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Further comment? You're good? Okay. So we have the consent agenda. We've gone through the items. Is there anybody here to speak on anything on the consent agenda from the public? Any questions from the board regarding the consent agenda?
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended.
Support.
Okay, moved by Flood, supported by Hilgendorf. And we'll take a roll call vote, Trustee Levitt?
Pfeiffer,
Yes.
Flood,
Yes.
Hilgendorf,
Yes.
Carson,
Yes.
Lovett, yes.
Okay, 5-0, consent agenda passes, thank you. And now we move on to our pending, and the first item on pending is first reading of PC 2544, and I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Flood.
I would move to declare the Orion Township Board of Trustees held and approved the first reading on October 6, 2025 for PC 25-44, Township-initiated text amendment to zoning ordinance number 78, updates to Article 20, Sections 20.00, 20.01, 20.02, 20.03, and 20.04, and direct the clerk to publish for the second reading and possible approval and adoption.
Support.
Okay, moved by Flood, supported by Lovett. And do we have any comments from the board? Any comments from the board first?
Nope.
Tammy, would you like to talk about this briefly, just for the sake of anybody who's not familiar?
Sure. So this is an update to one of the sections in our zoning ordinance. The district is railroad freight yard. Within railroad freight yard, we had just one use, which was rails, and the use of an actual railroad system. And, looking at it, we discovered that, with it being a rail system and the ability to transport products using the rail, that it might be appropriate to have other uses that might utilize the rail system, and is using the rail system, keep less cars off of our roads because they're using the rail. And we only have 2 parcels that are zoned railroad freight yard, and they abut each other. And so the hopes is that merchandise would move without going over our road systems, or actually not ours, the road commissions, via the common property line versus additional traffic on the county roads.
Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, and I've sat in a couple of these meetings, and again, I think this is a kind of a no-brainer. So are there any other questions from board members or any discussion? Anybody from the public? Okay, then let's go for a vote. Roll call vote, please, Jack?
Pfeiffer,
Yes?
Flood,
Yes.
Ogendorf,
Yes.
Carson,
Yes.
Lovett, yes.
Okay, so that passes 5-0, and we'll go on for a second reading. And then we had moved the Recreation Center Natatorium deferred maintenance to item B on pending, and I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move this down. I will make the motion, and we can have our discussion. I move to amend the existing agreements with Cunningham Limp and TMP Architectural, Inc., to include the replacement of the domestic water heater, which is really a boiler, and pool rooftop units, which are air conditioning, at a cost not to exceed $1,832,000, and authorize the Budget and Procurement Director to make the necessary budget adjustments utilizing the 2025 Park and Recreation surplus, the 2025 host fee funds, and as needed, a portion of the 2026 host fee funds, with a report back to the board with the final breakdown of the funds allocated to this project.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have support?
Support.
All right, motion by Flood, support by Carson. And as a reminder to the board, this was maintenance that we talked about a couple of years ago when Cunningham Limp did their first evaluation, and the time is now. So the time has come. Do we have any board member comments? Mr. Watley, could I get you to just share a little bit about this for the sake of the board, just to clarify?
Sure, yep. So in 2023, Cunningham Limp did an analysis of the building when we were purchasing, and this came across on one of the lists, one of the items that we needed to address. The pool roof, a variety of the HVAC units, this was the largest one. So we recently went out for deferred maintenance. We replaced the natatorium roof, interior coatings, some structural issues. This is the last piece of that puzzle. So we're hoping this will be said and done for there. So.
Right, thank you, Aaron. Board member comments, Mr. Flood?
Mr. Chairman, the reason I brought this off consent was because we're spending almost $2 million, and I think we need to be transparent, and this board is. I believe in transparency. We knew this going in, that this was going to be some big-ticket items. When we got opportunity, it came about to get into the auction to purchase that building, and we had Cunningham Limp do our appraisal for us. We purchased that building for 30 cents on the dollar. And we knew there was going to be some big ticket items, maintenance particularly, because the former owners there, due to COVID, really, they weren't paying their mortgage, and that's why the bank called in on the note, put it up for auction. And then also they neglected to do their maintenance. So we knew this coming down. A couple things on the host fee fund, for the public that doesn't know this is the money that we get from the landfill, Eagle Valley. There was a new consent agreement with the court when they expanded that landfill. Every truck that goes over that scale, we get a certain amount of money back to the township. It's not taxpayer money. So our funds this year and next year are going to go towards this money. And we have those funds set aside for projects we do. One thing I want the board to know, and the public, when we did the CIA widening Brown Road, in order, if we couldn't make, until we got the development going, we knew we got to put the money forward. That host fee fund is dedicated for that if we can't ever make the bill. According to Ashley, our director, in the 2026, with a new all the new progress down there in buildings, that's self-paying itself. And that's the money we took the loan from the water and sewer. Also, we have the host fee fund backing the bond on this building if we can't make the bond on that. So we're not using any taxpayer dollars, one penny, if we get, if the economy tanks. But just to make you aware, that's what that is. And for the general public on GLAC, and I said this is why I fully back us purchasing that building, that is a true recreation community center. The Orion Center was built strictly for the seniors. It replaced the senior center that used to be the church down in, which is Village Hall now, down in the village. Now, we have a true rec, pool, everything, all the amenities. The way I look at this, HVAC and these boilers, it's no different than any of us homeowners. You maintain your house, you got your well, if you're on a well, if you're on a septic, furnace, hot water heater, air conditioner, this is no different. I forgot what is that, 80,000 square foot building?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, so you're looking at industrial equipment to maintain that building. This isn't like a furnace in your house. And I do believe they're gonna have to bring a crane in to lift off these units. Well, I'll tell you what, if I'd have known then what I know now, I'd have been a crane operator. Those guys get paid hundreds of dollars an hour for operating those cranes. And General Motors, when we did the lift over there, we used helicopters on those big roof units. But I just want to get that out in the public for transparency. This board's very transparent, and this is not unusual. We were expecting this, and we have the funds to do it. So that's why I'm supporting this. That's it.
Thank you, Trustee Flood. And yeah, and those dollars, the host fee dollars, can only be used for projects like this for the good of the community. They can't be used for budgetary uses, so this is being used exactly what it was meant, or how it was meant to be used, so. Do we have any other board comments?
Just for clarity, just so the public knows, as far as the timeline, so it looks like the heaters, those are gonna be replaced between November and February, kind of in 2 phases, based on the schedule that was provided. And then the RTU units, that's gonna be starting late May. Is that because of availability, or is that because of, the outside pool will be open, so it's, good opportunity?
A little bit of both, but mostly the availability lead time on the units kind of led us to that, and then we also wanted to make sure we had a pool available for the community. So the one thing I did want to add to was with Cunningham Limps and TMP's assistance on this, helping the township long-term, rather than going with 2 solid boiler units, they've helped us design multiple on-demand heaters. So we'll essentially have less energy consumption, reducing our costs, and then easier to maintain. If a unit was to go down, easier to swap out. Just long-term, they helped us, save money, not just now, but down the road for this building, so. Sorry, Carrie.
Good?
I think I got one question.
Yes, Mr. Levitt.
Do you know the lifespan of these units? Obviously, it varies on the use, but I do like the, kind of having them independent, because if one gets overused, then you just swap that one out, but general lifespan of one of these?
20 years? All right.
Yeah, actually, no, if you would please come up, I appreciate it. The green light should be on, I checked it before, just because we are being recorded, and there's people at home, millions, that are trying to watch this, and we want them to be able to hear your wisdom.
Football game ain't started yet, has it?
Be quick. Scott Wheeler with Cunningham Limp. The water heaters, there are 10 of them, 2 banks, one of 6, one of 4. My recollection of those water heaters are usually a 5 to 8 year lifespan, as opposed to a boiler, which may be longer. But again, you're only firing enough BTUs to heat the water that's on demand. You're not heating that great big storage tank full of water anymore. The rooftop units are generally considered to be life expectancy with maintenance, a 20-year type investment.
Okay, And to clarify, I think to Aaron's point, so that being, instead of full units, having the eight, the different banks, I think it was 8 and 6, that you can replace parts much easier without having to replace the whole unit.
These are very similar to what you see in a lot of houses nowadays. They are manifolded together. There's one bank of 6. We're going to put that initial bank in. I think it was 6 in the first phase. And then tie it into there so you don't have to take down the water heater that you have, the boiler. That's technically a boiler. So you're not going to go without any hot water. And then once that first phase is up and operable, then we can go in there and take out your present boiler and augment them with a second bank of 4. They'll set on racks, and yes, if one needs to be replaced or if there's a problem with one, simply it's plug and play.
There was another question I had for the rooftop unit portion of it. In the description of the work, it had mentioned something about like ripping up portions of the roof. Is some of that what's already being worked on? Like, is what the new part also going to be, I guess, taken up as part of that, or no?
Yes, the type of roof system is single-ply roofing. They can peel that back and take out the insulation and replace that insulation. That has to be done because the new rooftop unit is fairly bigger and larger than the existing, so we cannot reuse the curb. So we have to pull the unit off, take the curb out, pull the roof back so that we can set the new curb and then just flash it back. So it's just within the immediate area of the new rooftop unit. It's not a
That's
huge
gotta-
quantity at
That's
all.
got to sit on top of your steel.
It sets on top of the present beams
Beams, yep.
very neatly, to the point where we are still evaluating it, but we have a pretty good allowance in there for funds to reinforce those beams, but it doesn't look like we're going to have to.
You know what the tonnage is on that unit? Just offhand,
Well,
ballpark.
I apologize. I should know both the weight and the tonnage off the top of my head, and I
I didn't mean to throw that curveball at you.
The cooling tonnage on it, I believe, is 30 tons. I walked out of the house without my computer.
That's just 6 times more than my 5-ton unit for my house.
Yes.
6 times.
I'm sure we can get you that answer.
Oh, no,
I'd be glad to
just
follow up.
an engineer's, engineer to engineer question, that's all.
Well, I'm not an engineer, so I just know enough to be dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I think I have one more question here. So when we're going through these multiple phases, are we bidding out every phase to get 3 bids, or is it just whoever did the
The
first
major
phase?
components of it we did. In this case, bid pack 2 is the water heaters. We got 3 bids from plumbers on it. And the bid pack 3 for the rooftop unit replacement, we got 3 bids on it. And I had the low bidder pursue getting alternate bids that were also allowed per the specs. And the basis of design selected by TMP and Peter Basso did remain the low bidder by $50,000.
I know we've already addressed this a little bit, the lead time to get these units and stuff and get this all set up. That's why we're moving it fast as we can right now, because
Yes,
season is,
this unit is, there's no demand for them, so they're built custom each time, and in fact, even the components necessary for them aren't always on the shelf, so compressors, the desiccant wheels within them, things of that nature probably need to be manufactured, then shipped to the actual rooftop unit manufacturer who will assemble it.
thank you.
all right. Any other questions from the board? Anybody from the public, any questions on this item? All right, thank you, Mr. Wheeler. Appreciate your expertise and help. With that, we have a motion and support. So we could have a Roll call vote, trustee Levitt?
Pfeiffer,
Yes.
Flood,
Yes.
Hilgendorf,
Yes.
Carson,
Yes.
Lovett, yes.
Okay, so that passes 5-0. And that completes our regular agenda and heads us into reports. So for reports, we would entertain a motion to receive and file our police and fire report, and we have our lieutenant and our chief here, if either of them have comment on either report.
I move to file the police and fire reports.
Okay, moved by Hilgendorf, supported by Carson. Any comments, gentlemen? Anything to share on the reports? Okay, thank you to your teams for your hard work. I know you've both been very busy, or your teams have been very busy, so thank you for that. Okay, the next report is financial statements clerk.
We gotta vote on that.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
All you gotta do is say it.
All in favor of receive and file police and fire?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Thank you, trustee Lovett. This is, my second time, so, bear with me.
You're doing great.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion for our next report.
I move to file the financial statements, the balance sheets, income statements, and manual journal entries.
Support.
By Hilgendorf, supported by Lovett. Any questions or comments on the financial reports?
I want to thank our clerk's office for providing that information. They do a great job.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that's 5-0. And we also have, this is, I guess, for you, Chief Ryan. We have a Fire Department Grant Awards report. Can you comment on that just briefly, so?
Sure, I can speak real quick. The fire department received 2 grants, or notification of 2 grants in the last 21 days. One is it's a workforce incentive grant, which allows us to put students into the paramedics program. So we do that not only for our township, but we're also sponsoring other students from both other departments and just up-and-coming individuals who want to be paramedics. So that was one grant, and I believe that one was somewhere around $125,000 worth of awards. And the other grant was a SAFER grant, or Assistance to Firefighters grant for physicals. So in order to ensure that our members are in good health, we offer them a physical. But this grant allows us to kind of go above and beyond. We'll be offering some additional services in order to be able to do a little bit better check to make sure that they're in good health and able to perform their duties.
Great, that's awesome. All right, I'd entertain a motion to receive and file.
I move to receive and file as presented.
Support.
Okay, moved by Carson, supported by Lovett. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, I was just noticing that, add those figures up, it's almost $175,000 in grants. Awesome, good job.
Okay, and our final report for this evening would entertain a motion to receive and file the Orion Township Public Library budget.
Mr. Chairman, I move to receive and file the Orion Township Public Library budget.
Support.
Okay, moved by Flood, supported by Lovett. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes 5-0. And at this time, we're back to public comment. So the hundreds of you out there, you guys need to speak for hundreds anyway. This is your opportunity to speak about any items that you'd like for 3 minutes. Does anybody, any of the public have anything to say tonight? Mr. Watley?
I am not affiliated with Real Men Wear Pink on this campaign. Mr. Pfeiffer's son is, but I just felt called to dye my beard pink this year. But I wanted to make awareness that 1 in 8 women get diagnosed with breast cancer. 1 in 43 women die of breast cancer. So this season, make sure you go get checked out. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Watley. Yeah, it's something that is near and dear, I think, to all of our hearts. It is likely that anybody who's within the sound of our voice tonight has been touched by breast cancer, either directly or indirectly. And very proud of my son for stepping up and taking on the mantle of Real Men Wear Pink, and appreciate your service to that. And our awesome DPW department and working with Parks to make our fountain pink, and the lights are pink. If you haven't driven by, it is absolutely beautiful, and I would encourage you to drive by and enjoy that. And that'll be on all 30 days of the month, or 31 days, but they're not all left. So with that, I'm going to bring it back up here to the board for board member comment. And tonight, we will start with Mr. Carson.
I would first like to congratulate everyone that was affiliated with the America in Bloom. It was a fantastic showing. We had people from all over the country here. Had Joe Johnson produced another award-winning video, and really showcased Lake Orion. I was proud to be a small part of it. Out showing people Camp Agawam. Got my pink. This is a nice little tap bracelet. You can tap up and go right to our Real Men at Orion donation page. You just tap the bracelet, and it'll take you to the webpage. There's lots of events that the Real Men of Orion are doing this month. We've already done the ribbon cutting over at Northern. Glad to have Liam kind of leading the way, because it's, I don't know how many years I've been doing this now, I think 5 or maybe 6, but we just did an event at Tim Hortons where $1 for every cup of coffee that morning went towards our cause. They're going to be doing Clays for a Cure out at the shooting center. Just watch our website online. We've got karaoke events. We're going to be doing a watch party, I believe, at Sick Pizza for Michigan State. We'll have some football squares and raise money that way. So proud to be a part of that.
Thank you, John. I appreciate your continued work with Real Men. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that you and I think Dave Klonke are also part of the Real Men team with Liam this year. So thank you for that. Trustee Hilgendorf.
Just going to mention, looks like somebody else was planning to mention as well. The HOA forum is coming up this Thursday, right here at 6:30. So if you are a part of an HOA, which I think back a couple of years ago when I attended one, there was the stats were something like at least 50% of properties in the township are part of an HOA. So, so feel free to come up and get some information that may be helpful to your HOA. There's lots of info, so anyone can attend.
Thank you very much, Trustee Hilgendorf. Trustee Lovett. Yep, we're coming back. Coming back to the middle.
With hunting season here, we are blessed to have the acreage we do for state use hunting. Just be safe. Know that there are guys in the woods. I would probably advise respecting that. At morning and afternoons are common, so if you have high vis, throw that on just out of respect. On you and your animal would be probably a good idea to avoid any incidents. And other than that, do something kind for a neighbor.
Mr. Flood.
First of all, I want to welcome our new firefighters. I remember back when I was their age, well, that was a long time ago. They're getting younger. So congratulations to those people. I also want to thank our chief and our great firefighters for the open house that we just had on Sunday, Station 1 in the village. They were really starting to pile in there after church got out, and the kids were having a ball. Let me tell you, what little kid doesn't want to climb in those vehicles or use a fire hose? So, kudos to the great our firefighters. They're doing an awesome job. And also, on behalf of my wife, who I'm proud to wear her breast cancer survivor bracelet. I wear it in my grave. We drove by. We were going to have, my daughter was having her birthday breakfast. at Orion Grill. And as we were driving by, there was Chris out in the middle of the fountain, and he just turned it pink. And Maria, I think, was taking the pictures. And on behalf of my wife, she just wants to tell the township and Chris and everybody who's part of that, that her heart was very nice seeing that pink fountain. Because that's a great tribute to our cancer survivors. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Flood. Yeah, I'm so proud of our community for things like that. Our community always comes together and steps up, and it's a really cool thing. As a reminder to the public, we would appreciate people not going out to the fountain. That's not actually a safe place for people to go, but for raising awareness, that was a great thing that Supervisor Barnett did, and definitely support that. So, as Trustee Hilgendorf mentioned, the HOA Forum, really important for those folks that are part of an HOA, aren't really sure what it's all about. This is a great opportunity to come and get information from the leaders at the township that may affect you, but also it's a reminder that there are things that an HOA is supposed to be maintaining and taking care of for their community. And the more that the members of that HOA and the people within the community know that and are working towards it, the less painful it will be. And we've had some recently where there were some pretty expensive fixes to things that weren't maintained over years. So really want to encourage anybody who is part of an HOA, lives in an HOA, to please come out and learn about what's going on in the community that it might affect you, and the things you might need to know that can help keep your costs down. And that's on October 9th, right here at Township Hall. We also, we have the Boo Bash coming up. We have an awesome Parks and Rec team, but if you haven't noticed that, there is always something going on in this town. And between the village and the township, we live in an amazing place, but the Boo Bash is very popular and spooky. And that's coming up Friday, October 17th, and your information's on the screen. This is at the Great Lakes Athletic Center, our community center. So I would encourage everyone to participate in that. And then we also have the Car Bingo Spooktacular, October 21st. And Car Bingo is extremely popular. If you're looking for something fun to do, something different, this is a great opportunity, and the folks who go absolutely love it. So I would encourage you to consider attending 5:30, October 21st. And Township Talks. So this is the fourth Friday of every month, and it's an opportunity to speak with our supervisor and other leaders at the township, ask questions, and to come and hear about what's going on in the township. So we definitely love to see people turn out for that. And with that, thank you to everybody for their support tonight. As a newbie here, it takes a village, so I appreciate the help and everybody being here. And thanks to everybody who comes out to visit, and again, all those who watch from home. We appreciate you, and we're here for you. So I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman, before I make the motion, I want to thank you for chairing the meeting and for Jack for being our illustrious secretary. And I move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.